Ever felt disrespected and didn't know how to respond? That moment isn't just about hurt feelings. It's a test of your place in the social hierarchy. Today we break down Machiavellian strategies to command respect, 12 principles to transform you from a target into a fortress. Let's begin. Disrespect is rarely random. It's not simply a matter of someone having a bad day or a personality clash. More often than not, there's a purpose behind it, a subtle calculation at play. It's a probe, a subtle test to see what you'll tolerate, a feeler sent out to gauge your strength, your resolve, and the firmness of your personal boundaries. It's an assessment, a quiet inquiry into how much you value yourself. If you ignore it, you signal that your boundaries are weak. You're essentially telling the other person that you're willing to accept less than you deserve, that your standards are flexible, and that your space is easily encroached upon. Silence is interpreted as approval, not maturity. It's not seen as a sign of strength or understanding, but rather as an indication that you're either unwilling or unable to defend your position. It can be misconstrued as weakness. Each slight is a negotiation for your position in the social hierarchy. It's a dance of dominance and submission, a constant jockeying for status and influence. Every act of disrespect, no matter how small, is a challenge to your standing. Respect isn't given, it's enforced. It's the result of showing that disrespect comes with a cost, that there are consequences for crossing the line, and that you're not afraid to impose them. It's about establishing a clear understanding of what you will and will not accept. The first step is to see every slight as a challenge to your sovereignty, as an infringement upon your personal territory, a violation of your rights, and an attempt to diminish your value. Your response, or lack of one, answers the question: are you someone to be respected, or someone to be walked over? The choice is yours, and it starts with how you handle the smallest tests. These seemingly insignificant moments are actually critical turning points that shape how others perceive and treat you. Let's see how to respond, how to turn these tests into opportunities to assert your value and command the respect you deserve. Imagine a serene lake, its surface undisturbed, reflecting the sky above. It's a picture of perfect tranquility, a moment of absolute calm. But then, a storm erupts. When disrespected, most people either explode in a burst of anger or retreat into themselves, backing down from the challenge. Both are mistakes that cede power to the aggressor. Instead, withdraw your energy like a coiled spring gathering potential. Go silent. Let your words hang in the air, unsaid. Let your face become unreadable, a mask of serene indifference. Show no emotion, reveal no weakness. This sudden vacuum of response unsettles the aggressor, throwing them off balance. They expect a reaction, a sign that their words have landed. You give them nothing, leaving them grasping at air. In that silence, in that moment of suspended animation, you seize control of the situation. The power dynamic shifts subtly, almost imperceptibly. They're now uncertain, questioning their approach. This isn't passivity or weakness, it's a calculated move, a strategic repositioning. You're signaling, without uttering a word, that a line was crossed, and you're no longer playing by their established rules. This pause, this pregnant silence, is the foundation for your next move, a controlled and deliberate confrontation on your terms. You're not a reactor, driven by emotion, but an actor, consciously shaping the narrative. The game has changed irrevocably. Now you set the terms of engagement, dictating the rules of this new game. In the face of a challenging remark, the initial moments are crucial. It's a test of your composure, a tightrope walk between reaction and response. After the pause, resist the urge to accuse or seek validation immediately. Accusations often escalate situations, and seeking validation can be misconstrued as weakness. Instead, disarm the situation with a calm, direct question, a question that invites reflection rather than defensiveness. A simple yet powerful question. What did you mean by that? This shifts the burden of explanation onto the speaker. Make them explain their comment, forcing them to dissect their own words and intentions. Often, the statement sounds far uglier and more offensive the second time it's articulated. The initial sting fades, replaced by the stark reality of the words themselves. Now, they're on the defensive, forced to justify themselves, to unravel the layers of meaning behind their initial remark. Hold your ground, maintain your composure and unwavering gaze. Don't accept weak excuses like, "it was just a joke." Such dismissals are often attempts to evade responsibility. Request clarification, Probe deeper into their reasoning. Explain the meaning behind it, you might say, dissecting their words with the precision of a surgeon. You're not arguing, just calmly demanding accountability, a measured response that underscores your self-assuredness. Most will retreat, embarrassed by the spotlight on their words and the implications they carry. You've won without raising your voice, a testament to the power of controlled confrontation. The power dynamic is now yours, achieved not through aggression, but through the art of thoughtful, deliberate questioning. The confrontation isn't the end, it's the beginning of a new dynamic. Withdraw your warmth. Be civil but not friendly. Access to your authentic self is now a privilege revoked. Interactions become brief and professional. Let your new posture speak for itself. People feel the absence of your warmth more than any words. If they try to win you back, don't yield. Maintain the new frame. Your behavior teaches the new rules. This is the consequence they created. One confrontation isn't enough. Consistency is key. Every slight must be met with a consequence. No exceptions. If you're inconsistent, your boundaries become negotiable. Escalate consequences if disrespect continues, not with aggression, but with further withdrawal. Your presence, attention, and cooperation are the rewards at stake. The cost of disrespect rises with each infraction. This cold, consistent enforcement builds your fortress. Your boundaries become absolute. Every interaction is a public performance. When you defend your boundaries, you teach everyone watching. Your reputation becomes your armor. People talk, and your calm, effective responses get noticed. Potential aggressors think twice before testing you. Over time, you fight fewer battles. Your reputation does the work. You're not feared, but regarded as someone for whom respect is the only logical choice. That's the ultimate strategic advantage. Some offenders don't learn. For them, go public. In a group, let their comment hang, then calmly ask, "You say things like that often. Why?" All eyes turn to them. Their usual defenses crumble. They must justify themselves or look petty. The group's scrutiny enforces the boundary they ignored in private. Their confidence collapses under public pressure. You've used the group as your ally. Most people are predictable, easy to read, easy to manipulate. True respect comes from strategic unpredictability. Respond with silence and clinical questions, not emotion. Don't broadcast your every thought. Maintain a reserve. People are cautious around those they can't predict. Your unreadability is your shield. Power lies in making others wonder, what will they do next? Don't confuse respect with being liked. The desire to be liked makes you weak and easily disrespected. Cultivate presence, not popularity. Presence is the weight you bring into a room, built from self-respect and discipline. People feel it on a primal level. Stop chasing approval. Build your internal fortress. Be someone whose no is final, whose presence commands attention. Respect is about being felt, not liked. Don't internalize disrespect. See it as information about the other person, not a reflection of your worth. Disrespect reveals their character, not yours. Treat each slight as a data point. Learn about their motives and insecurities. This detachment gives you psychological power. You're not wounded, you're gathering intelligence. Respond with cold precision, not emotion. You're the analyst, not the victim. If the offender apologizes, accept it. But don't restore the old relationship. Mercy means civility, not warmth. The new, cooler dynamic is permanent. Your presence is now selective and conditional. You're unchanged by their remorse. They're no longer part of your inner circle. The lesson, disrespect, costs permanent access. Consistently applying these strategies builds a legacy. Your reputation becomes your shield, working even when you're not present. People approach you with respect because it's the only wise choice. Your time and attention become privileges. You become a standard by which others are measured. This is the pinnacle of social power. Respect isn't a gift, it's a territory to defend. Make the cost of disrespect too high for anyone to pay. This isn't aggression, but the architecture of your own worth. Stand firm, answer with strength, silence, and consequence. These are tools for a dignified, powerful life. Share your story below. Let's build this legacy together.